modern day philosopher himself, Mr. Dan Koh, just recently published his book, The Art of Focus. I want to first start off by saying that I'm a huge fan of this book and I strongly urge you to read it if you haven't already, but this book is mainly for people who are at rock bottom and that are looking to improve their lives. As the title of this book suggests, it's about focus, and this book really talks about the importance of focus and how it's actually the most important skill for us as humans. As Dan Koh states himself, focus is what separates action from distraction. Focus is what separates meaning from meaningless. Focus is what separates working toward your goals from stressing about not being invited to your second cousin's birthday party. There are so many benefits of focus that Dan gives in general. However, there's one underlying lesson in this entire book that he never really explicitly states. Throughout the book, he continuously references and alludes to it, but he never actually specifically uses the word to describe the underlying concept that brings focus all together. But by understanding this concept, it will make you a better critical thinker. It will help you focus on command. It will raise your whole level of thinking so that you understand what to focus on and what not to focus on. And this concept is called consciousness. Consciousness is the fact of awareness by the mind of itself and the world. In order to give your focus to anything or to even determine what to give your focus to, you need to increase your levels of consciousness. All of these addictions that you have right now of continuously scrolling on your phone, playing video games, just wasting your time every single day all comes from a lack of consciousness. I might offend a few people here by saying this, but the reason why you don't really have any opinions of your own and you kind of just take on the opinions of your favorite YouTube guru is because you haven't increased your own consciousness, and because of that you're unable to form your own opinions through critical thinking. This lack of consciousness is why you get on a good streak for about 3 days and then you unconsciously relapse. When you're scrolling on your phone, your mind's not actually there, you're just mindlessly doing that. Or you find yourself going to the kitchen and start binge eating, but have you actually thought about the whole process of you walking down the stairs or walking from the couch and you actually getting there? No, both of these things happen mindlessly because your levels of consciousness hasn't been increased yet. To improve your consciousness, as I state in pretty much every video, the one thing that you can do that'll just impact your life overall is to improve your mental health. For example, by meditating, by spending more time in nature and just being away from technology, you are able to focus on what's in front of you and actually zoom out and see the bigger picture. In a practical sense, to improve your consciousness, you need to just start living a real life. Social media is not real life. It is simply a reflection of it. And the second way to improve your consciousness is to just become more aware of your thoughts. I know this is gonna sound tedious, but literally just start questioning every single thing that you do. It's, for example, picking your phone up as soon as you wake up, or eating after dinner, or doing all of these things. Question every single thing that you do, even if it's small things. Why did I put on my left shoe instead of my right? Why did I put on my shorts instead of my shirt? Question every single thing that you do in the beginning. You will start to train your mind to start becoming more of a critical thinker. When people are trying to convince you of your opinions, instead of just blindly following, you are able to actually take a step back, listen to what they're saying, process it, and form your own opinion to see whether or not that person is worth listening to. And I know I kind of alluded to just kind of mentally thinking about your actions more and more. Instead, what I want you to do, and this is kind of a process I just started myself, start to journal. This is a concept that Dan Koh has mentioned in some of his videos called brain dumping. Every single night before sleeping, for the last 10 to 15 minutes before you go to bed, write down every single thought that you have. A lot of us, the reason why we scroll or the reason why we procrastinate sleeping is literally because we have anxiety to fall asleep. Instead of mindlessly pushing your anxiety away, put it down on paper. Write down every single thought that you have. It does not have to make sense. You just have to write everything down. By brain dumping, you can visually see what the hell is going on in your mind, and most importantly, the more that you do this, you can start to connect the dots between all of your thoughts. You can kind of see where your thoughts are coming from, why you think a certain way, and you can start becoming more critical of your own thoughts, which will actually impact your actions. The answers to why you do certain things will become so much more apparent right in front of you. So if you want to improve your focus, learn to what to focus on, and to unlock your focus on command, you need to increase your consciousness. You need to enter a higher state of thinking. This practice of brain dumping is something that I've just started in the past week, and it is something I hope to continue and hope to document and show you guys the results much further down the line. But anyways, that's it for this video. I hope it was value packed, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.